And welcome everybody here to Summertown, the site for tonight's district elimination game here between the Lady Eagles of Summertown and the visiting Lady Bobcats of Giles County. This is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, joined alongside Adam Lindsay for the time being before we break out Noah's Ark and try to finish out this game. We do have some storms on the way, getting this going about 5 minutes earlier than expected. So Hannah Lindsay in the circle. Leading things off will be Morgan Sharp, followed by Maddie White. Marie Bodley here for Giles County. And Adam, it's the most master of the obvious thing to say right here, but this is a huge game for both sides. Obviously, you move on to the region round, you go to the next round if you win this game here today.
Yeah, for sure, AJ. The big thing that Summertown's really got to work on, they've given up 12 runs in 2 games, but they've also been in the first 2 innings of play.
First pitch there by Sharp is tapped over to third. Jones throws over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. And right now, because of the impending storms, we just have 1 camera working for us right now. So we'll eventually get it all going here once ever the storms pass through here. So due up next now, Maddie White, the shortstop for the Bobcats. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Winner will face Loretto tomorrow at 5 o'clock, obviously weather permitting. Here's the 0-1. Sent over to second, Reagan Burleson to Anna Burleson. And already just 3 pitches in, we have got 2 gone here in the top of the first inning.
Well, and what I was discussing just a few minutes ago, AJ, was number 11, Summertown has given up 12 runs in 2 games.
Move yours over to a different channel then.
Due up now here will be Marie Bodley, the opposing pitcher here for Giles County. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Move it over and then move that over.
Lindsay shakes off the catcher and Greenlee Taylor. Here comes the 0-1. Tap back foul for strike 2. Got Bodley down quickly here, 0-2 the count. Lindsay gets a sign, goes to work. Here's the 0-2. That one misses away for ball 1.
That's fine.
Well, I hear you there.
Yeah, we hear you.
I know it coming in and out.
Here comes the 1-2 to Bodley. Tapped over here to Abbott at short. The throw over to first, and that one's going to get away. Bodley on her way to second. And a runner in scoring position here for the Lady Bobcats off the first error of the game. Still with just 2 gone here in the top of the first. Brings up the opposing first baseman and Kinsey Tate.
Now to bat, number 91, Tate.
Tate the cleanup hitter here for the Bobcats. Comes the first pitch. This is low for ball 1. Another right-handed hitter here in the Lady Bobcat lineup. Comes the 1-0. On the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. And here comes a 1-1 from Lindsay. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Painting the outside corner on the black both sides, Lindsay so far in this game. 1-2's the count. 2 outs here. Runner on second off of the 2-out error. Next pitch here from Lindsay. That one misses away for ball 2. Bodley with a big secondary lead over at second base. Deuces on the board. Here comes a 2-2 from Lindsay. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Lady Bobcats straying 1 on the top of the first. Summertown will go to work in the bottom half of the inning. That's next on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
I can get the breeze. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're wearing – normally it's the other way around. I'm wearing more than you. Oh, yeah, I got you, Will.
Just kind of reset. Just kind of use the legs to reset. Yeah.
Right there, perfect.
And here's the other headset. If you can sub that in. Either 2 or 3, either one.
Oh.
Pick one.
Okay.
You can get over here if you want. Or
Gotcha. We'll just, yeah, 2 should work. That way make.
and just do the occasional reminder of why they're only seeing this one camera angle. I never got to go pro going.
Check, check.
Gotcha.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hannah threw 12 in that inning, Adam.
Yeah.
Will, are we back or in commercial? Okay, and back here at Summertown. Sorry about all the technical issues. We do have impending storms on the way, so it's going to be a bit hairy out here, but Summertown got out of a small jam after a 2-out error there, and already Adam Hannah is pitching pretty well, just 12 pitches there in that first inning.
Yeah, she's ready to go today. You know, it's big when a senior is facing possibly her last game. So, you know, I think win or lose tonight, you're going to see a kid that's going to give everything she's got in the tank. And, I told her today, I said, look, if you lose, you lose. Somebody has to lose. I said, but, you know, at the end of the day, you go down, giving all you got, you can look yourself in the mirror. So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, she looked good that first inning, AJ.
Maria Bodley in the circle for Giles County. Leading things off will be Eric Abbott, followed by Mackenzie Reynolds and Hannah Lindsay. Here, 1, 2, 3 for the Lady Eagles to start things off. Abbott, the dangerous in all aspects, can hit for power, can do some good slap hitting, and has plenty of speed to lead things off. First pitch here from Bodley, and that one's in there for strike 1.
And I'll tell you, too, AJ, this young lady has a really good changeup. She threw it well against Mount Pleasant the other night. You've really got to stay back if you're Summertown.
Bodley gets a sign, goes to work. Here's the 0-1, and that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Different broadcast position here tonight, Adam. Normally guys are outside, and we're up in the press box here tonight.
Yeah, this view is a little different for me, for sure, AJ. So we'll see what happens.
1-1 from Bodley, misses high for ball 2.
I will say, though, it is enjoyable to being down, you know, on the – I do really like being down on the catcher and umpire level. You're able to see a little bit more, you know. Up here, you're kind of just looking down on everything, so it's different.
2-1 from Bodley. Abbott slaps that one to left, but goes foul for strike 2. You can't – it's hard to tell. You know, we obviously can see if the ball goes over the plate.
Yes.
It's where it is in the strike zone.
That's the one thing. You know, you don't know if that pitch is
high,
low, or anything else. We're kind of looking right straight down at home plate, so –
comes a 2-2 from Bodley to Abbott. Change up. This one's hit high in the air to shallow center field. Sharp out there in center makes the catch. That would be the first out of the inning. Brings up Mackenzie Reynolds here, the 2-hole hitter and the center fielder, another left-hander in this Summertown lineup. And Adam, Mackenzie's really been strong all season long. Kind of a bit of a surprise for this team.
Yeah. She's been, honestly, throughout the year, her and Abbott have been, I would say, the most consistent bats. She just does a great job. She sees the ball well. Great hitter.
First pitch here from Bodley. That's a changeup on the outside corner for strike 1. Wind blowing straight out the right field. Do have impending storms on the way. We'll see how far we can get with this one. Here's the 0-1. Misses high for ball 1. Winner will face Loretto, weather pending tomorrow at 5 o'clock, right, Adam?
Yes, sir, that's correct. Winner will take it, and if there is an if game, it will be immediately following at 7. So
here's a 1-1. Sent in the left field, a base hit. And Mackenzie Reynolds makes a big turn. He goes halfway in between second and first and will get back to first safely. A 1-out single. Bring up the opposing pitcher, the 3-0 hitter, and Hannah Lindsay. Something the Summertown team does so well, Adam, is hit the ball the opposite way, and that's
They do, and I'm gonna tell you, Mackenzie, I would say 80% of her hits this year are probably that way. And she can drive the ball and hit it out front too, but she's got that beautiful lefty inside-out swing. She's perfected it.
comes the first pitch here from Bodley to Lindsay. That's in there for strike one. Lindsay, who's really come on strong here in the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. A lot of extra base hits, really kind of pelting that left center field wall.
Yeah.
Comes the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Back pick here on Reynolds will not be in time. Count evens up here with 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind not blowing as stiffly as earlier, but I think rain's inevitable at this point.
I agree.
Here's the 1-1. Change up. Just misses away for ball 2.
There's that changeup, AJ, we were talking about. She's got a beautiful one.
She got Erica on the first at bat there. She
Yep.
was just a little bit ahead of it.
Yep.
Comes a 2-1. Misses away for ball 3. Hitters count here for Lindsay with a runner on first and 1 out. Really, if you can get some early runs when you know you got weather coming and kind of put that
Definitely.
pressure on the
Well,
other
if you
side.
remember the Loretto game, the district championship last year, that
Yeah.
was kind of how that went down. And it was very unfortunate for Loretto, but
Fortunate for us having to be at
it can be big. For sure. I think last year, we get rained out there in that if game. You score three runs there, so Loretta's having to walk in the next day down 3-0 before they ever touch that's big. It takes your heart away sometimes for sure.
Full count here to Lindsay. Chopped over to short. Throw over to second is in time. The throw to first will not be in time. So fielder's choice. Lindsay's now at first base. And that will bring up first baseman and the third left-hander in the lineup, and Anna Burleson.
Anna Burleson!
Burleson with a lot of pop here at the cleanup spot.
That ball right there kind of got in. That was a great pitch in on Hannah's hands. She just couldn't get that bat head out quick enough.
First pitch here from Bodley. That one's in there for strike one. The throw to second. Stolen base there by Mackenzie Reynolds. They will not get her. So now first runner in scoring position here for the Lady Eagles. If you're a left-handed hitter and you got the wind blowing straight out the right, it might be a good idea to put one in the air and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. And this young lady's capable.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike two. 0-2 the count here. Next pitch from Bodley. That one is fouled down the left field line. Burleson will stay alive here with an 0-2 count. Runner on second, 2 outs here. Another 0-2 from Bodley. That one's in the dirt. Reynolds is going to take off for third, and she'll get in there off the wild pitch.
That's Hannah Lindsay on third.
So runner on third now after the first ball. First wild pitch here from either side. Comes a 1-2 from Bodley. That one's in the dirt again for ball two. Burleson here has evened up the count, laying off a couple of those balls in the dirt.
And I'll tell you, that changeup and the swing on that one looked pretty rough. I'm wondering if this 2-2 count is not the time where you see it again, AJ. I think it's got at least, you got to give it a shot.
Comes a 2-2.
There it is.
And she lays off of it, and the count goes full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reagan Burleson waiting on deck if Anna Burleson can find her way on. Comes a full count. This one is chopped over to short. Throw over to first is in time, and that one will end the inning. Lady Eagles strand a runner here in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. No score in this elimination game. Coming up next on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Back here, we go to the top of the second inning. No score in this district tournament elimination game between Summertown and Giles County. Got 5, 6, 7 due up here for the Lady Bobcats. Addison Dothit, followed by Hope Murphy and Katie Pipkins. Hannah Lindsay on for her second inning of work in the first. Gave up no hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout through 12 pitches. Was an error in that inning. Each side just left the runner on in the first inning, and Lindsay back on for her second inning of work. Lindsay on the rubber in the circle, and here comes the first pitch. Just misses away for ball one. With it back in the box. Comes a 1-0. Chopped over here to third. Jones throw over to Burleson in time, and that will be first out of the inning. One gone here on the top of the second. Brings up Hope Murphy, the third baseman. Already a lot of ground balls early in this game, Adam. That's the fourth one by Bobcat hitting.
And with Lindsay, that's always the sign you want to look for when she's really, got the movement she's wanting. That's what you like to see. So that is a good sign for Summertown.
First pitch here to Murphy. Another ground ball. Jones swallows it up, throws over to Burleson in time. That will be the second out in the inning. 3 pitches in, 2 gone. Now brings up Katie Pipkins, the right fielder.
Now to bat, number 10, Pipkins.
Another right-handed hitter here in the Bobcat lineup. So 2 gone quickly here in the top of the second. First pitch here to Pipkins. On the outside corner for strike one. And here comes the 0-1. Misses away for ball one. Not a bad miss there.
No.
Corner infield playing even with the bag. Outfield and middle infield normal at every spot. Here comes a 1-1. Sent over to Reagan Burleson at second. Throw over to Anna in time, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Bobcats on the top of the second. Go the bottom half of the inning coming up next on the Exports Network.
Rent Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
And back here at Summertown, we go to the bottom of the second of this district elimination game. No score here between Giles County and Summertown. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Lady Eagles. Reagan Burleson followed by Hannah Jones and Greenlee Taylor. So might be towards the bottom half of the order, Adam, but still plenty of pop here left in the Summertown lineup.
You've got some power. Jones, I think, has got three or four homers on the year. I believe Taylor hit her 5th last night, 2nd here in this district tournament. So, it's not your typical back of the lineup that you might see against some other high school teams. These kids can hurt you badly here in the back.
Reagan Burleson to lead things off. She had a solo homer in last night's game. First pitch here from Bodley on the outside. Nope, that misses for ball 1. Bodley in the first inning gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Now sitting at 22 pitches. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count here, the 5-hole hitter for the Lady Eagles. Next pitch from Bodley. There's that changeup lined in the center field, a base hit. So Burleson reads it perfectly, and the leadoff hitter is on here for the Lady Eagles.
And hey, like you mentioned, Jay, we've got a great changeup. The one thing is, you can't hang it. She hung it. She got that one up. And as the old saying goes, if you're going to miss with a changeup, always miss down or out. So Ray made her pay right there.
Brings up Hannah Jones here, the third baseman. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch from Bodley. Fastball misses away for ball 1. Interesting to see here what Summertown does in this situation. Comes a 1-0. That one misses low for ball 2.
Jones started out like a ball of fire this year, AJ. She kind of went into a little mini slump, I think she was overswinging at times. She's really started to pick it up the last few games. So, you want to move that runner, but this is also a kid, like you were saying, that can really hurt you. So I'd love for this kid to get a hold of one if she could.
2-0. That one's going to miss low and in for ball 3. So if you're a power hitter, the best spot for me to be in is that 5 and 6 spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Everyone thinks we've gotten through the heart of the order.
And I'll tell you something about that too here in a moment.
3-0 from Bodley.
That looked very low, and of course we don't have the greatest. But I think we're right because Coach Burleson even threw his hands up on his head, like what in the world?
I thought one of those pitches to Reagan was a strike.
I did too. I thought it was like right easily on the corner, and I think the first pitch, I believe.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest view up here. It's the 3-1. This one is tap back foul for strike 2.
Well, you know what I was saying, AJ. I've coached travel for years, and it's crazy how you'd put a kid in the 2 or 3 hole. You have a kid in the 8 hole and she'd be batting 500, and you start moving her up in the lineup. She got to the 2 or 3, she'd be back to like 200. You'd be like, what's going on? Well, look, you're going to get better pitches toward the back in general. I think pitchers take a little bit off then.
This one is tapped over to third. The throw to second. That one's in time to throw to first. Not in time. So Jones escapes the double play, and we got 1 on and 1 out. We'll bring up the catcher in Greenlee Taylor. Very close over there, but Jones showing off a little bit of wheels. Keep a runner on with 1 out. Taylor here, the right-handed hitting catcher. Adam, I hit mainly 6 and 7 in college. I got all kinds of good pitches that hit that spot.
The question is, though, did you hit them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah, but, I'm obviously doing this and didn't play pro ball, so I didn't do it consistently.
My job was never hitting. It was just hitting them somewhere that actually got out of the infield. That was my problem.
Mine was the wheels. It was once it left the infield, can I get the first in time? Here's the 1-0. That's going to miss away for ball 2.
And just shows you how this is a game of inches. That ball, that questionable ball that was called a strike, that would have walked her.
This one, a soft liner to second. Good snag out there by Brown. Jones is back in time, so that's the second out of the inning. Bring up Caitlin Gillum, the right fielder. Runner on first, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 2nd. Just hit that one on the handle and couldn't muscle it out into the grass. First pitch here from Bodley. That one's in the dirt. For ball one, no advancement there from Jones. A good block behind the plate there by Douthit. Finally, after all this time, have gotten how to pronounce her name correctly. Comes a 1-0 from Bodley. That one's going to get away, a wild pitch. Jones on her way to second. Another runner in scoring position here for the Lady Eagles. 2-0's the count here to Gillum. Has a chance here for a big 2-out hit. Here's a 2-0. This one is hit foul, just out of the reach of head coach and the third base coach in Greg Burleson. Don't think he's making a great effort to make a play.
The ball has actually, I'm laughing, AJ, sorry, but the ball actually went between the tarp and the fence through a hole that's barely the size of the ball. And the young left fielder over there, she was just sitting there like something had eaten it. So they had to leave it, let's just say.
2-1's going to miss low and in for ball three. I don't think you can fit one of my one-year-old's toys in that.
No, you could not. I think she was like, I'm not reaching my hand in there. There's no telling.
No, yeah. Never mess with a rolled-up tarp next to a fence. Here's a 3-1. And that one's going to be low and in for ball four, and that's going to bring up the left fielder in Brianna Davis.
I remember a few years ago, well, it was probably when my daughter was 10 or 12, we were practicing out here with our travel team, and the signs in center field, there was actually bees. So the ball hits it, and we end up getting like 4 kids stung, So, yeah, it's always something,
First pitch here from Bodley. This one is hit and caught by the third baseman in Murphy, and that pop-up will end the inning. Lady Eagles strand a pair in the bottom of the second. No scores. We go to the top of the third. That's coming up next here on the Exports Network.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or
And back here at Summertown, we're going to the top of the third inning. No score in this district tournament elimination game. Going to be 8-9-1 to lead things off here for Giles County. Carson Brown, Mia Callahan, Morgan Sharp. Anna Lindsay on for her third inning of work through 2. No hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout, and only at 18 pitches. First pitch here, the second baseman in Brown. And this one sent over to Abbott at short. Throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. It's kind of a trim we got going on here, Adam. A lot of ground balls early.
Yeah.
A lot of quick counts.
Yeah, and that's when Lindsay's rolling and really on top of her game. That's what you'll get. You'll get a lot of first pitch strikes. You'll get a ton of ground balls. So it's a good sign, but Summertown's we got to get some run support here. The way Lindsay's throwing right now, you've got to feel good if you can get some runs, There's only been one base runner even reached, and that was on air. No hits allowed so far, so we just need to get a little run support to help her out. But it'll happen.
1-1's the count here. The 9-hole hitter and Mia Callahan with Morgan Sharp, the center fielder, waiting on deck. So far, everybody in the lineup is grounded out except for Kinsey Taken, who struck out to end the first inning. Next pitch misses low for ball 2. I believe this is the first 2-1 count or any count beyond 1-1 that Lindsay has had. 1-1 or 0-2. It's a 2-1. That one's on the outside corner for strike 2.
Oh. I'm with you, though. The pitch to Burleson in her last at bat, her first pitch, I thought that actually was very close to the heart of the plate, and that one I thought was easily a little bit off, but either way.
The 2-2 is tapped back foul after Callahan faked the bump, pulled back, and barely got enough of it to stay alive with the 2-2 count. And the 8 batters she's faced, 7 ground outs and a strikeout and an error. 1 reached on an error. Here's the 2-2. Hit high in the air. Reynolds in center field makes the catch. The first fly ball out here of the game for the Lady Bobcats, and we got 2 gone here in the top of the 3rd. Brings up the center fielder and Morgan Sharp, who hit the first pitch of the game for a ground out over to Hannah Jones at 3rd. Sharp, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Infield playing way in here. First pitch here from Lindsay. Pitch misses low for ball 1.
It's just hard to see that, AJ. It might have been low, but man, it is hard to see from up here.
Comes a 1-0. This one is just a lazy pop up over to Jones. She makes a catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Lindsay again here in the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom half of the inning, top of the order, due up for Summertown here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and
district tournament elimination game, we're going to the bottom of the 3rd here. No score between Giles County and Summertown. Top of the order, 2 up for the Lady Eagles, Eric Abbott, Mackenzie Reynolds, and Hannah Lindsay. Top of the order, Marie Bodley on for her 2nd inning of work. Through 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk. Sitting right now at 39 pitches. Erica Abbott, who flew out the center in her first at bat, led off the bottom of the 1st inning. Corner infield playing a few steps in. Outfield and middle infield normal. First pitch from Bodley. It's a fastball that misses away for ball 1. Fast-moving game here between both sides, especially with the impending storms on the way. Here comes the 1-0. Misses away for ball 2. 2-0 the count here at the top of the order for Summertown. The very dangerous leadoff hitter in Erica Abbott. And here comes a 2-0. That one misses high for ball 3. 3-0 here to Abbott. Next pitch from Bodley. That one's in there for strike 1. 3-1 hitters count here for Abbott. Comes the next pitch. That one misses low for ball 4, a leadoff walk, and Erica Abbott, very dangerous there at first. Constant threat to steal is standing on first base. Brings up Mackenzie Reynolds, 1 for 1 in the game with a single in the left in her first at bat in the bottom of the 1st. Wind now shifting, blowing straight out to left. Comes the first pitch from Bodley. Abbott takes off. The throw in the 2nd is offline, not in time. And Abbott's in there with the team's 2nd stolen base. First pitch was called a ball. Corner infield playing way in here. Comes a 1-0. Tries to get a bunt down. Going to roll just a bit foul for strike 1. Top of the Summertown order, 1 through 4, is 3 left-handed hitters. All of them have a lot of pop, something that's very unique about this lineup. Comes a 1-1. Shows bunt. Abbott takes off for third, and she's in there. That pitch was called a strike, and Abbott picks up her second stolen base, and the first run of game is just a few feet away. Third stolen base in the game here for the Lady Eagles. 1-2 count here to Reynolds. Chance to drive her in. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Comes a 1-2. Change up misses high for ball 2. Two the count here, the 2-0 hitter for Summertown. Next pitch from Bodley. Misses away for ball 3. Count goes full. Bodley right now at 49 pitches. Here comes number 50 on the full count. Sent high in the air, deep right center field. That one's gone! Mackenzie Reynolds, a 2-run shot. The Lady Eagles lead this one 2-0. That ball was absolutely crushed, and the Lady Eagles have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Crowd goes wild here in Summertown, exactly what they needed here, and we'll bring up the opposing pitcher in Hannah Lindsay, heading to a fielder's choice in her first at bat. Looks like we're going to get some action in the Giles County bullpen.
Now to bat. Your pitcher, number 4,
like
Hannah Lindsay.
Pickett is down there warming up for, getting ready to warm up here for Giles County. Hannah Lindsay due up now. Her second at bat, first pitch from Bodley. That pitch misses high for ball 1. It's the third hit of the game for Summertown. It came at a perfect time. Comes the next pitch. And that one's a line back foul for strike 1. One the count here, the 3-0 hitter. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Abbott reached via walk, and then Reynolds hit a shot over the right field fence to give them a 2-0 lead. Here comes the 1-1 from Bodley. That changeup misses away for ball 2. Pickett continues to warm up in the Lady Bobcat bullpen. Next pitch, that one is fouled off the net for strike 2. Two the count here to Lindsay. Next pitch from Bodley. Changeup, that misses high and away for ball 3. Another full count here to another Lady Eagle hitter. Next pitch from Bodley. Hit in the air, off of the net. And Lindsay will stay alive here with another full count offering coming up. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Bodley now at 56 so far in the game here through just 2 innings. Comes a full count. That one is lined right at the first baseman, and Tate, she makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. Brings up Anna Burleson, the first baseman, who grounded out to short, and her first at bat to end the bottom of the first. Nobody on, 1 out here, a 2-0 Lady Eagle lead after a Mackenzie Reynolds 2-run shot to right. First pitch from Bodley. Burleson taps it right back to her. Throw over to first, and Tate is in time, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 gone here. And that will bring up Reagan Burleson, the second baseman. Burleson, who has one of the 3 Lady Eagle hits with a liner up the middle, and her first at bat that led off the bottom of the second inning. Facing Bodley here for the second time. First pitch here. And Burleson taps that one foul for strike 1. Update from over in Marshall County. The Lady Cats of Lawrence County on a roll right now, leading Marshall County 10-4. What inning are they? Top of the 6th. So might be staying alive for the Page and Lincoln County loser tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Here's the 0-1 on the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Burleson. Had a solo homer in the game yesterday against Loretto. Wind now blowing straight out to right. Here comes the 0-2. That one is a 37 hopper to the catcher for ball 1. Happens to everybody. Seen it a lot this year in softball, and really just about every year. Not every pitch is going to be perfect. And here comes a 1-2. And fouled off the net here. Burleson stays alive with the 1-2 count. Comes the 1-2 from Bodley, and that's a changeup that misses away and evens up the count. Deuce is on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. And here comes a 2-2. Lined right at Tate, the first baseman, and that one will end the inning. A 2-run homer from Mackenzie Reynolds. It's given the Lady Eagles a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. That's next on the X Sports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Back here at Summertown, this district tournament elimination game. We go to the top of the 4th. Summertown leading Giles County 2-0. 2-3-4 due up here for the Lady Bobcats. Maddie White followed by Marie Bodley and Kinsey Tate. Anna Lindsay on for her 4th inning of work through 3. No hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout, and only 27 pitches. Her first time through the lineup, she got 7 ground balls, a strikeout, and an error. No, 6 ground balls, a flyout, a strikeout, and an error. First pitch here to White. Lays down the bump, but goes foul for strike 1. Oh, the count here. Wind kind of died down just a bit, but not by much. Still blowing straight out the right. Infield playing a bit in. Here's the 0-1. This one's a soft liner to Burleson at second. She makes a catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. 2 pitches in, 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. Brings up the opposing pitcher, another left-handed hitter, in Marie Bodley. Bodley, who reached via an error in the first inning, facing Lindsay here for the second time. First pitch here from Lindsay. That's a fastball, misses away for ball 1. Winner of this will face Loretto tomorrow at 5 o'clock and advance into the region tournament next week. Here's a 1-0. Hit up the middle, just out of the reach of Erica Abbott. And Bodley gets the first hit of the game here for the Lady Bobcats and brings up the first baseman in Kinsey Tate. Tate, who struck out swinging in her first at bat that ended the top of the first inning.
Now to bat, number 91.
Addison Douthit waiting on deck for the Lady Bobcats. Infield, corner infield playing in, middle infield double play depth. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Comes the 0-1. Back pick here as that pitch missed high for ball one. Throw down the first was not in time. A good snap throw from Taylor, but Bodley just wasn't off the base enough. Comes a 1-1. Sent over to Burleson, doesn't know where it is. Bodley will take off for third, and that throw's going to get away. Bodley's going to stay, and she's going to go home. She might be caught in a rundown. They're going to hold everybody up. So Tate's at second. You got Bodley at third here with one out in the top of the fourth inning. Now to bat, number 20, Now going to bring up Addison Douthit, the catcher. Now Greg Burleson, the head coach here for Summertown. They go out and talk with Lindsay, the pitcher, and the infield here after two errors have, and that one play alone, 3 in the game for Summertown, has put the tying run at second base. Probably going to be a pretty quick meeting here for Burleson. Trying to calm his infield down. An update from over in Lewisburg. Lawrence County with a 10-4 lead over Marshall County. They will get the Page and Lincoln County loser tomorrow at 5 o'clock. If they hang on to the win, that game is right now in the 6th inning. The winner of this will get Loretto tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and if they can beat the Lady Mustangs, we'll play them again at 7. 2 on, 1 out. Brings up Douthit. Douthit, who grounded out the third in her first at bat in the second. Corner infield playing in, middle infield double play depth, outfield normal. First pitch, misses low for ball one. Comes a 1-0, and tap back foul for strike one. One the count here to the 5-hole hitter for the Lady Bobcats. Next pitch from Lindsay. On the inside corner for strike two. One-two count. Next pitch from Lindsay. Misses away. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Think that probably was a purpose pitch, try to get her to chase. Douthit lays off of it. Count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with 2 on. Next pitch from Lindsay. Chopped over here to third. The throw home. In time, tagged her out. That's a second out of the inning. Now runners on the corners with 2 out, but that saves a run. A good play over there by Hannah Jones at third base. Runners on the corners now, 2 gone. Brings up Hope Murphy, the third baseman. She grounded out to third in her first at bat in the top of the second. Facing Lindsay here for the second time. First pitch from Lindsay. Tap back foul for strike one. Lindsay, who had been very efficient pitch-wise, sitting right now at 40. She had 12 in the first, 6 in the second, 9 here in the third. It has 13 so far in this inning. Considering the trouble had in this inning, pitch count still way down. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner over to Abbott at second, and that at short, and that will end the inning. Lady Bobcats strand 2 in the top of the fourth. We go the bottom half of the inning. It's coming up next here on the X Sports Network. Back here at the district tournament elimination game, we go to the bottom of the fourth here. Summertown leading Giles County 2-0. Mackenzie Reynolds 2-run shot in the bottom of the third, the difference here. And Summertown just got out of a huge runner on second and third, 1-out jam there in the previous inning. Just one camera working here. We have impending storms going on and got our main camera out in center with the trash bag over it. And it's worth a lot of money, and you get any water in that, and, well, you're spending a whole lot more money to get that thing fixed or replaced. So that's why we're rocking just one camera here, but at least you guys can see the majority of the action. As we go here to the bottom of the 4, 6, 7, 8, due up for the Lady Eagles. Hannah Jones, Greenlee Taylor, and Caitlin Gillum. Marie Bodley on for her fourth inning of work through 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts, sitting right now at 64 pitches. Jones here, who hit into a fielder's choice in her first at bat in the bottom of the second inning.
Now to bat, your third baseman, number 42.
We do have action over in the Bobcat bullpen. She's been working hard out there in Pickett. So in case Bodley gets in any trouble here, might be coming into the game. First pitch here from Bodley. Hit high in the air, into right. Backing up and making the catch out there is Pipkins here for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up Greenlee Taylor, the opposing catcher. Hit a line drive and a good play out there at second by Brown and her first at bat in the bottom of the second. One for the second time here against Bodley. Comes the first pitch. That's a changeup right on the outside corner for strike 1. Comes the 0-1 from Taylor. That one misses away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. A 2-0 Summertown lead. Close matchup the last time these two faced off here on April 3rd. Here's a 1-1. Hit out of play for strike 2. They won that game in extra innings 4-3. The game in Pulaski was all Summertown, a 12-2 run rule win. Third time these two have met up this season. Giles County lost to Loretto on opening night of the tournament and defeated Mount Pleasant yesterday. Comes a 1-2. Off the end of the bat. Over to Brown at second. The throw to first is in time here for the second out of the inning. Bring up Caitlin Gillum, who walked in her first at bat in the bottom of the second here for the second time against Bodley. Summertown scored 17 unanswered to knock off Mount Pleasant the first day of the tournament and lost 6-4 here to Loretto last night. Trying to face off with the Lady Mustangs again here tomorrow at 5. First pitch from Bodley. On the outside corner for strike 1. Bodley now at 70 pitches. Through 21 in the first, 18 in the second, 25 in the third. He's only thrown 6 so far in this inning. Here's the 0-1. That misses low and away for ball 1. Comes a 1-1. That's a changeup on the outside corner for strike 2. One, 2 here. Chopped up the middle. White at short makes the play. The throw over to first is in time, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Eagles in the bottom of the fourth. Go to the top of the fifth here, next on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Back here at Summertown, here in this district tournament elimination game. We go to the top of the 5th here. 2-0, a Summertown lead over Giles County. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Lady Bobcats. Katie Pipkins, Carson Brown, and Mia Callahan. Hannah Lindsay on for her 5th inning of work through 4. 1 hit, no runs. No walks, a strikeout. Sitting at 41 pitches, but do have 3 errors by the Summertown defense. First pitch here to Pipkins. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Pipkins, who grounded out the second in her first at bat in the second. That's the one that ended the top of the second. So facing Lindsay here for the second time. Here comes the 0-1. Misses high for ball 1. Still got Pickett warming up in the Lady Bobcat bullpen. Been hard at work here for about 15 minutes down there. Here's a 1-1. Chopped over to Abbott at short. Throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Another ground ball out. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. Brings up the second baseman and Carson Brown. Brown, who grounded out to Abbott over at short in her first at bat, that led off the top of the 3rd inning. So facing Lindsay here for the second time. First pitch from Brown, to Brown, excuse me. That's a fastball in there for strike 1. You have the 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Eagles in the next inning. Here's the 0-1. Chopped over to Burleson at second. Throws over to Anna at first, and that will be the second out in the inning. Another ground ball out. Brings up Mia Callahan as one of the 2 flyouts in the game, with a flyout in the center in the 3rd. Here facing Lindsay for the second time. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th, nobody on. First pitch from Lindsay. That one's in there for strike 1. Callahan back in the box, Lindsay back in the circle. Comes the next pitch. Tap foul down the 3rd baseline for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Callahan. Lindsay here, back on the rubber, gets a sign, and here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Bobcats on the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom half of the inning coming up next on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove, or washer, or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated.
Back here at Summertown, this district tournament elimination game. Summertown leading Giles County 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Eagles. Abriana Davis, Eric Abbott, Mackenzie Reynolds. Davis, who popped up to the 3rd baseman in her first at bat in the second inning. That ended the bottom of the second. So she'll face on with Marie Bodley on for her 5th inning of work through 4. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Right now it's 73 pitches. Corner infield playing in, middle infield normal, outfield normal. First pitch here from Bodley. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. Home plate umpire been pretty consistent there. Most of the pitches that hit that edge have been called strikes. Miss every now and again, but that's normal. Comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And here comes the 0-2. Change up, hit down the right field line. That's trouble. And a great running catch out there by Pipkins and Wright. That will be the first out of the inning. Got on her horse there and made the catch. Now brings up the top of the order here in Eric Abbott. Abbott, who's 0 for 1, a fly out the center in the first, walked and scored a run in the third, also stole a pair of bases in the process. Also has a lot of pop. Maybe the most dangerous leadoff hitter, probably in all Class 2A. First pitch here by Bodley, misses low for ball 1. Comes a 1-0. Misses away for ball 2. 2-0 the count here, the top of the order for Summertown. The dangerous Mackenzie Reynolds waiting on deck, who is 2 for 2, including that go-ahead 2-run homer in the bottom of the third. Comes a 2-0. That one's in there for strike 1. Two on the count here. One gone, nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth, excuse me. Comes a 2-1. Line foul down the left field line, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Overcast day here. Storms are expected. Bodley gets a sign. Abbott back in the box. 2-2 count, 1 on. And the next pitch. Change up, misses away for ball 3, and the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bodley now at 81 pitches. Another full count here to a Lady Eagle hitter. And the full count offering. Misses high for ball 4. Abbott's on for the second time in the game. Runner on first and 1 out. Brings up Mackenzie Reynolds here, the center fielder. 2 for 2, a single in the left in the first, and a 2-run homer over the fence in right center. Difference in the game right now between the two. Abbott a big threat to steal over at first, already has 2 stolen bases in the game. First pitch from Bodley. Abbott takes off, changeup. No, she didn't take off. The changeup, though, was tied for ball 1. Had everybody, infield, announcer, fans, all full. Thought she was taking off her second. 1-0 the count here, the 2-0 hitter. Next pitch. Abbott does take off, and there's going to be no throw. Pitch misses for ball 2. That's her 3rd stolen base, 4th by the Lady Eagles in the game. The count here to Reynolds. Next pitch from Bodley. That misses away for ball 3 as Abbott causes some panic on the infield with that big lead. So 3-0 the count here to Reynolds. Comes a 3-0. That's in there for strike 1. Corner infield playing about a couple steps in from each bag. Guarding the lines. Outfield playing normal. Middle infield playing a bit back. After the power Reynolds has shown so far in this game. Comes a 3-1. Misses away for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. 4th free pass issued by Bodley in the game brings up the opposing pitcher and the 3-0 hitter in Anna Lindsay. 2 on 1 out. Lindsay 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice in the first, and hit a line drive to the first baseman that was caught in the third. Third time here against Bodley. First pitch. Change up, misses for ball 1. Second time the Lady Eagles have gotten 2 on in an inning. Here's the 1-0. And soft liner, that one's trouble. And a good catch there by White at short. She went about 20 yards to make that play right on the line, and we got two gone here with two on. Here in the bottom of the fifth, brings up Anna Burles in the first baseman. 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs, one the short in the first, and one back to Bodley, the pitcher, in the third. Third at bat here. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch from Bodley. That's in there for strike one. And here comes the 0-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And just out of the reach of the right fielder and foul for strike two. That one hit the base of the wall. And Pipkins out there in right, who's already made a good catch in the game, gave chase to that one. It was just a foot or two out of her reach. 0-2 the count here, the cleanup hitter for Summertown. Comes the 0-2. Misses away for ball one. That was pitch 92. Here through 4 2/3. And the 1-2. Change up, just misses away, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces on the board with 2 outs. Next pitch here from Bodley. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that one will end the inning. Lady Eagles strand a pair here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Summertown leads it 2-0 here on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Back here at Summertown, this district tournament elimination game. We go to the top of the 6th at 2-0. Summertown lead over Giles County. Top of the order due up here for the Lady Bobcats. And Morgan Sharp, Maddie White, and Marie Bodley. Hannah Lindsay on for her 6th inning of work through 5. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Sitting at 49 pitches. Has been 3 Summertown errors in the game. So Sharp, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out to third in the first and a pop-up to third in the third. Infield playing in, facing Lindsay for the 3rd time. It's a bunt, and she's going to reach base there on the infield bunt. So the leadoff hitter on for the first time in the game for Giles County. Second hit for the Lady Bobcats brings up Maddie White, the shortstop, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out to second in the first and a pop out to second in the 4th. First pitch from Lindsay. Hit high in the air down the right field line, and giving chase out there was Gilliman Wright, just a bit out of her reach for a long strike. Marie Bodley, the opposing pitcher, waiting on deck as the other hit in the game. Here's the 0-1. That's a bunt. Fielded. Throw to first, no throw. And back-to-back infield singles off of bunts. Brings up the 3-0 hitter in Bodley. 1 for 2. Reached via an error in the first. And singled up the middle in the 4th. So back-to-back bunt singles. Brings up Bodley. Another left-hander here in the Lady Bobcat lineup. Lawrence County just knocked off Marshall County 10-7 to advance in the next round. First pitch here from Lindsay is a fastball in there for strike 1. It's the 0-1 from Lindsay. Lined in the left field, and a nice catch out there in left by Davis. My handwriting's terrible, so that's why I couldn't read it. So first out there, Bodley just ripped that one right at Davis. So one gone here with 2 on the top of the 6. Brings up Kinsey Tate, the first baseman. 0 for 2, struck out in the first, reached via an error in the 4th. First pitch from Lindsay, and fouled right back off the net for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Just misses low and away for ball 1. 2 on, 1 out. Runners on first and second, both off infield bunts. Addison Douthit waiting on deck. Here's a 1-1. Sent over to Burleson at second. Throw to short is in time. Throw to first. That's in time. That will end the inning. A 4-6-3 double play. Summertown gets out of another jam. They lead it 2-0. So go to the bottom of the 6th. That's coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Back here at the district tournament elimination game from Summertown, it's a 2-0 Lady Eagle lead. So go to the bottom of the 6th. You got 5, 6, 7 due up here for Summertown. Reagan Burleson, Hannah Jones, and Greenlee Taylor. Marie Bodley on for her 6th inning of work through 5, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout, sitting at 94 pitches. Going through the Summertown lineup here for the 3rd time. Burleson, who's 1 for 2. With a single in the 2nd and a soft line drive over to first in the 3rd. He has one of the 3 hits in the game here for Summertown. The other 2 have come from Mackenzie Reynolds.
Now to bat, your second baseman, number 6, Reagan.
So Bodley, who had some trouble there in the 3rd. That's when she gave up that 2-run Mackenzie Reynolds home run. And then that has settled down nicely. First pitch here to Burleson. Misses high for ball 1. Bodley threw 21 in the 1st, 18 in the 2nd, 25 in the 3rd, 9 in the 4th, and 21 in the 5th. Summertown's left 5 runners on base. So is Giles County. Here's a 1-0. Hit high in the air to left field. Camping underneath it is Callahan, and she makes the catch here for the first out in the inning. Bring it up, Hannah Jones here, the 3rd baseman, who's 0 for 2, into a fielder's choice in the 2nd, and flew out the right in the 4th. Facing Bodley here for the 3rd time. Winner faces Loretto tomorrow at 5. First pitch, misses away for ball 1. That was pitch 97, Bodley with 51 strikes and 46 balls. Comes a 1-0. Changeup swung on a miss for strike 1. It's evidence of how effective that changeup is by Bodley. 1-1 the count here to the 6-hole hitter. Comes a 1-1. tapped up the middle. Brown at second makes the play, throws over to first, and that one will be the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Now going to bring up the catcher in Greenlee Taylor. Taylor 0 for 2 with a line drive to second in the second, then a ground out the second in the 4th. She'll face off with Bodley here for the 3rd time. Lawrence County defeated Marshall County 10-7 to advance to the district semifinals. Here's the first pitch. That one is on the outside corner for strike 1. They'll face the Lincoln County Page loser. That game will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow in Lewisburg. Lawrence County finally able to exercise that Marshall County demon. Comes the 0-1. Misses away for ball 1. Bodley hit the spot. It was about 3 or 4 inches outside. Also earlier today, North Alabama upset Florida Gulf Coast in the A-Sun tournament as they advance to the next round. Next pitch misses away. Make it 2-1. So good day so far for area softball teams. Comes a 2-1 from Bodley. Hit in the air down the right field line, but foul and out of play for strike 2. Not a lot of foul territory to speak of here, but not many softball ballparks do. 2-2. Deuce is on the board with 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. The next pitch from Bodley. Foul back as Taylor will stay alive here with the 2-2 count. Comes another 2-2 here from Bodley. Changeup hit high in the air to left field. And she makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Cats here in the bottom of the 6th. Final chance for Giles County coming up in the top of the 7th. That's next on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
And back here at Summertown here, this district tournament elimination game. Final chance for Giles County as we go to the top of the 7th. Summertown leading it 2-0. 5-6-7. Due up here for the Lady Bobcats. Addison Douthit, Hope Murphy, and Katie Pipkins. All of them 0 for 2. Douthit with a ground ball to third in the 2nd, hitting to a fielder's choice in the 4th. Well, for the 3rd time here against Hannah Lindsay. Lindsay through 6 has given up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and a pair of strikeouts through 57 pitches. First pitch here from Lindsay. That one misses low for ball 1. Comes a 1-0. Misses away for ball 2. The 2-0 from Lindsay. That one's in there for strike 1. That was the first 2-0 count that Lindsay has had in this game. Comes a 2-1. Tapped over here to third, but out of play for strike 2. Lindsay threw 12 in the 1st, 6 in the 2nd, 9 in the 3rd, 14 in the 4th, 8 in the 5th, and 8 in the 6th. very efficient there through the first 6 innings. Comes a 2-2. Up the middle, fielded by Lindsay. Tosses over to Burleson at first, and that will be the first out of the inning. 1 gone here in the top of the 7th. Brings up the third baseman, Hope Murphy. 0 for 2 with a ground ball to third in the 2nd and a line drive over to Abbott at short in the 4th. Facing Lindsay here for the 3rd time. Comes the first pitch from Hannah. This is low for ball 1. Katie Pipkins will be waiting on deck. Comes a 1-0. Off the end of the bat, Burleson makes a play at second, throws over to Anna at first, and that will be the second out of the inning. 2 gone here on the top of the 7th. Katie Pipkins, the right fielder, is 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. 1 to second in the 2nd, 1 to short in the 5th. Facing Lindsay here for the 3rd time. Last chance here for Giles County. Nobody on, 2 outs. 2-0 Summertown lead. First pitcher from Lindsay right on the outside corner for strike 1. Comes the 0-1. And that one's bunted back foul for strike 2. Lady Bobcats now down their final strike. And here comes the 0-2 from Lindsay. Tap back. Jones at third. The throw over to first in time, and that one will end the game. Summertown picks up a 2-0 win. They will advance to the championship game against Loretto with a 2-0 win. Taking a look at the stat line, Giles County, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Summertown, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. Each side left 5 on base. Hannah Lindsay will pick up the win, going 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and finish with 67 pitches. On the other side, Marie Bodley takes the loss. 2 runs off 3 hits, 4 walks, a strikeout, and finished at 105 pitches. First game with Loretto will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow. If Summertown wins that, they will play once again right after that, somewhere around 7 o'clock. For Adam Lindsay, who took a stress break there, and hopefully he's doing okay, breathing much easier now. And for Will Pettis, producer extraordinaire, this is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs.